Hey everybody, welcome to the next commentary. Today we are playing some Brand Mid. Also, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you. We are playing some Rylais first item Brand. Rylais first Fiddlesticks is something I did in the past and it worked very well. And I have done Rylais first Brand as well, but it's pretty fun because we even have approach velocity, which gives you movement speed when you run towards movement impaired enemy champions. And being movement impaired doesn't mean like stunned. It just means that they can also be slowed. And because Brand has a damage over time passive, you get the movement speed during the entire team fight, which makes it so you can chase people very, very well. But how Brand works inside a lane is that you just need to focus on trying to harass the opponent, usually with your W, because it's the furthest move that you have. I'll just walk into his ability because I was hoping to trade because I already landed 2 hits. This guy does have Ghost. I have Ghost as well. That just gives you even more, like, potential to chase them out. But Brand is about his damage over time passive, but it's also about landing 3 consecutive hits of keeping your passive on the opponent as well. Because all of Brand's abilities, just landing anything, will cause them to be burnt and take over the damage over time, right? But then, if you land other abilities afterwards and keep that stack on them, and then get it up to 3, it will cause them to have this ring that appears around them, and then they will explode and deal a percentage amount of their max HP, which can get pretty high. And then it also, when it explodes, will reapply your damage over time again. So, like, you literally CC, not CC, but, like, you have so many damage over time effects that I will, of course, be going stuff like Liandry's, because you just kind of have to. There's no way I can land my Q past him. What our Q is that it's this little fireball we throw, but upon hitting first target, it goes away. And Brand has different effects if the target is burning as well. So if we just quickly go over it, your Q is usually just a Q that will just burn them, or like just deal damage, right? But if they're burning already from your passive, they'll get stunned. Your W does more damage when they're already burning, and your E is this spread where you just point and click press it, and then once they get hit, everybody else around the ring also gets hit. But if they're burning, the effect is way bigger, and you can actually use that to harass. Like, for instance, right here, I'm not going to be able to hit him with it, but as you saw, it's spread on all these minions. Another big factor of Brand is that you get mana back. I did the trick, holy crap, nice. You get mana back whenever you kill something that is burning, meaning Brand kinda can get away with going Rylai's first item and not really having that many mana issues. We do have mana flow banned, but you'll see, like, right here, when I try to burn these, my W does more damage, so they all die, but if you look back, my mana bar will, like, go low, and then suddenly they all die and just, like, shoots up because I get refunded a bunch. So we'll just buy boots here. We'll go for a blasting wand because that's the highest AP item. What we did there was a trick that Brand can do with his Q. So my Q only stuns if they are, like, burning from my passive. So I Q'd and then I flashed. And you have to do this at, like, the perfect range to pull this off. You E as your Q is traveling midair, and when you do it, you can successfully make it so before the Q lands, they're burning now, so that he got stunned. It's one of the Brand tricks I try to always pull off whenever I play him, just to showcase it, because it's really effective. I just landed 2 abilities on this guy. One more will cause the detonation effect, but it doesn't look like I can land it. Another really fun thing about Brand, or, like, good thing about Brand, is that you have Comet, and if you don't know how Comet works, is that it just, like, shoots the Comet towards them, but it also gets a lower cooldown whenever you land an ability. That is okay. But the crazy part is that Brand's passive, that's the damage over time effect, counts. Wait, what? That didn't do 3 hit? Wait, I could still maybe kill him, though. Maybe? Nice, I still got him, even though he was able to kill me in the end. I got the 3 separate hits of the burn effect onto him there, so that caused that explosion. And as you can see, right now it already does about 10 to 11% max HP. And then after that, it still causes the effects of the explosion too. I'm also just going to build a Dark Seal because sometimes you can get this stacked pretty well, and then if I get a Medjai's, I can make myself even faster, so then I'm slowing people down while keeping them fast, or keeping myself fast. My ultimate is that I throw a big fireball, and it will bounce between enemy targets, but it also bounces between yourself too. So if there's no enemy targets for it to bounce to, you can utilize it to try to just stay close to them so it bounces. And then if they're ablaze, it just causes a burn effect. It's not really that insane. My team has to be careful about Twist of Fate roaming, because Twist of Fate is definitely not really that difficult of a lane to play into. The difficult part is that he has a global ultimate that he can help out his team very easily to just, like, traverse the map, right? Which is a bit difficult for me to deal with. So I hit him with 2 abilities there. You can see that the spread from my ability is quite effective at, like, dealing good damage to him, and also just difficult to dodge. One of the best things about your E, the spread mechanic, is that it's just so freaking, like, impossible to, like, dodge it. It really is very, very challenging to get away from it. And I have seen people literally put extra points into E instead of W sometimes, because you can just W the back wave and then just try to hit them with that to try to get them. I mean, I'm on the way. I don't know if Jarvan wants to go back in, but I'm totally down to fight this. My ultimate inside of fights where the enemy team is grouping up becomes so easy to win. Although, he does have Wind Wall, so could be a bit more of a challenge than I expected just because of that. Wind Wall kind of got rid of my ultimate immediately, but I think that we can still win this. He's dead. Very nice. The Wind Wall also kind of felt like it blended in with the scenery, which definitely made it a bit harder for me to even know if I should be using it there or not. That's okay, though. Worked out in the end. And now we have a little bit closer to our Rylais purchase. And I have a big wave to catch, too. I still have Ghost. If you ever want to try to solo kill people, the best thing to do is normally land 1 or 2 Ws. Hopefully you can land some E spread hits. If you can get a 3-hit passive off, which is not the easiest, that's okay, too. But I would say usually you have to run really close to them and pop your ultimate so it bounces between both of you, because if it bounces 3 times, which is the most amount of times it can land on a single target, it's a 90% AP ratio, which is pretty decent. I feel like we can still fight. I'm honestly down to fight the grubs. Like, not gonna lie. I stunned him. 3-hit passive. I'm just gonna ulti and it will bounce between the minions and he'll just die. Because since there's a minion wave, it will just bounce from the minions back to him, then bounce to the minions and back to him over and over again. Minion waves are kind of scary to be... Dude, is he literally on fire? Why is he burning? What? I feel like I've never seen that type of effect before. This Swain is kind of freaking out, but oh well. I guess I'll shove in this next wave since it's here. You can even press Q on the whole entire wave in hopes of, like, trying to get it all burning so your W deals bonus damage to it. And I have my Rylais now, and my approach velocity is going to become so powerful, because now, whenever I land even just, like, W the wave into the E spread, it will slow him, and it is kind of insane. Whenever people aren't close to safety, like if I catch somebody over here, they're really far away from their base where they can be safe, you can chase them for so long. I like doing Q max second. I feel like some brands do E, but I've always enjoyed Q because Q is on a shorter CD, so more stuns, so you can, like, chase down even easier. But hopefully I can, like, show how crazy the Rylais is now, because it's nuts. He just ultied bot lane. I don't know if I can get down there fast enough, but it looks like Jarvan was able to counter gank it, so I believe that they're just gonna win down there, and I can just, like, continue shoving mid. I'm gonna even use my abilities to help clear out, because I am getting some mana back. So right here, I hit him. You can see that my movement speed's going kind of crazy. I even stunned him as well. I'll even use my 3-hit onto him. I'll W him again. Stun again. Like, see how crazy it is that he just gets slowed permanently, basically? And I chunked the crap out of him, even though he's underneath his turret. And it just makes it so much easier to also just make sure that you can land your effects over and over again. Oh, again. The slow is actually so powerful that he tried to get me from so far away, but it just doesn't really work. This is one of the issues, though. You can run out of mana if you spam frequently, and honestly, I've been spamming a lot, so I do need to finally base here, for sure. Thankfully for us, we can probably still, like, one-shot the back wave and get back a bunch of mana, though, which kind of pays for itself, and then we can, like, continuously get back enough mana to at least push out the wave without going completely I'll try to rotate on this, but it seems a bit challenging to probably, like, completely stop him from getting it, unless we just get it here, I guess. I'm just trying to DPS quickly so we get it so I can buy, since I am just very out of mana. Swain is still freaking out. We'll just go Sorg Boots here. Also, I feel like my sound effects are, like, just a tad high, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Misfortune's doing pretty good. Caitlyn still is farming well, so I don't think it's like an automatic win, but it is looking pretty dang good. Oh, dang it. I got hit by the slow. Otherwise, I was going to do this. Okay, it still kind of worked out. You see how slow he is? I don't know why I ultied that, honestly. That was kind of a waste. I think I'm trying to do the showcase a bit too much of, like, how insane you can chase people, but, oh well, that's my own fault. I kind of wasted it. If I had a little bit more damage, I could kill him, but still, just landing Q into E, and you would think this isn't a good setup, is a good setup. You can, because your QCD is so short, you can literally slow from so far away and chase down so well, right? And it will get crazy once I actually have damage items. I already deal plenty of damage, but it gets way more nuts once you actually have something that will, like, benefit from your damage over time effects, because Brand's AP ratios aren't really that crazy. They're, like, okay. And it's because Brand isn't allowed to have crazy AP ratios. If he did, he would be the most broken champion ever, because some champions benefit too much from damage over time effects. So if he had high AP ratios and he's OP with damage over time, then that just is not fair. I guess I could probably still take this. I'll just Q her if anything, or try to. Twisted Fate was able to kill my top side. We already got the feats, though. She almost walked close enough for my spread to hit her, but it didn't. That's okay, though. So we either go Blackfire Torch here, or we go Liandry's. Blackfire Torch gives us CDR and mana, while Liandry's is obviously probably a superior item, but we still might have mana issues a bit. Damn, I'm surprised that he flashed away. I feel like that's kind of a waste, but alright. Because trying to do an outplay there seems a bit challenging for them. This could be a case where if I can land an ability onto this guy, I can get her, but also I could be getting chased, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, I couldn't even land it, and I missed cannon because I was saving my Q to see if I could even land in the first place. That's okay, though. We're still CSing quite fine, and, slowing. Get the spread mechanic onto her. The Comet was able to pick as well. I can go side lane, I guess, now. I mean, there's no reason not to. They got the Rift Herald, but I don't know if there was a way to stop it. There's still fights going on. Honestly, maybe I should just be helping out the team. because I don't know if Jarvan's gonna get caught or not. That's why I'm, like, hesitating going top. I don't have TP, so as soon as I leave, sometimes fights break out, and it feels really bad. He used Wind Wall, but as long as I stay away from the Wind Wall, I think we might be okay here. I just burn everything, and they're all burning to death. And I somehow survived. Wow, that was kind of insane. Brand isn't really even meant to be that good of a laner, in my opinion. He is so unpopular mid lane, but I will say he has a surprisingly good laning phase, even though his kit, like every champion's kit, has its strengths. Is Camille supposed to be good inside of team fighting? Not really, right? She's mostly a split push duelist 1v1er because she has really good single target auto attack damage. We have a ridiculous amount of AoE. Those, my 3-hit, the, like, circle thing, is showing the explosion range, too. So when they start hitting each other, the explosions all can, like, hit multiple characters. So as they were stacked, my damage was, like, kind of just skyrocketing. And, I would also not worry. What's nice about Brand is that, honestly, he's so freaking simple and kind of, like, not gonna lie, brain dead to play. Like, it's not challenging whatsoever. You can just go into team fights, just blow everything, just pop your ultimate. Hopefully it doesn't get killed by Windwall or Braum, because both those champions can remove my ultimate completely, which is pretty frustrating. And then, even if you die, you usually got off a big enough combo to get a few passive procs off, and you'll just win the team fight because you are just so much AoE damage that the rest of your team can clean up because you did enough. You don't need to play perfect. So, yeah, it's just very convenient, basically. Dragon is up, and I do want to, like, try to rotate to it, probably. So I'm just going to rotate down and just, like, give up the topside pressure for now, because I don't want to lose an opportunity to get closer to our soul, since my team already got 2 dragons. So I'm just going to rotate over and help out. Echo might be able to steal it, but I mean, there's no way that we could have probably prevented that. I'm surprised that they're still trying to fight, though. Like, I don't really understand this. I have to leave to probably go topside, otherwise Twisted Fate will start hitting the turret. We might have gotten the objective lost, but that's not something I can really control. It's up to my teammate to smite it correctly. I don't think he can take the turret ever, so... chasing him with Ghost could be possible, but I would rather just save my Ghost for a team fight instead, because killing TF, he's already 0-5, and he's not really worth my time to kill. I was trying to stay out of vision there. He has a blue trinket, meaning that there's no way that these should be ever warded, which means I could probably loop behind him. We just have to wait for him to use his ult, because he's going to try to ulti out after he gold cards, probably. But now that Leona's here, he's just screwed. So we'll just combo him. I mean, he's gonna die. He flashed for some reason. I don't know what that was about, but okay. Dang, Leona kind of did good at predicting where that guy was gonna go there. That guy's just dead. Well played. I'll go bot lane to catch the stuff because my misfortune's already up here. We have a burn item now, so our Blackfire Torch will last a super long time on anybody that I ever fight. We'll just go for Liandry's next because that will give us the 2 burn items that are really important. Really, none of the items matter. And then after that, you can go whatever you want. You can, if you want defensive, you just go Zhonya's or Banshees. If you want more damage, you can go Bloodletter, Void Staff, depending on if you need Magic Pen. Death Cap is okay, only because I would say the ratio that matters the most is increasing this %. It's for the explosion. The burn effect doesn't have an EP ratio on it. So when you like land an individual ability, you're honestly not going to be hitting that hard, because it has no AP ratio, but if the 3-hit does, and that explosion can deal a ridiculous amount. I'll go topside again because MF will probably want mid lane back, and we'll get ready to just I mean, press my buttons on this guy, and if I just, like, slow him down, I think we can chase him all the way. He might step up for this next wave, so I'm just waiting, because being side lane is dangerous. Not for me, but for him. And I want to... I'm okay with sacrificing a little bit of minions in hopes of trying to catch him. I don't see him yet, though, and I'm not going to sacrifice everything, so I'll finally step up. Now that I have more burn effects, also, minions kind of just die easier to the burn, which is convenient, so I don't have to, like, worry about blast hitting perfectly. I'm just going to rotate back mid for now, because I feel like Twisted Fate might ulti, and if he does, I want to be in the area. This is apparently not warded, so we know that nobody's here. I don't think I can get that guy. Twisted Fate did ultimate, but this doesn't really seem like that difficult of a fight so far. Dang. That does not bounce between them at all, so I actually got myself killed. Oh, no, it did bounce between them. Just kidding. I thought I saw a better opportunity than I saw, though. We did get a good ultimate off. I kind of flashed into somebody that did 1 billion damage to me, and I instantly died. That's okay, though. We did our job, which is just help out with a little bit of the damages. In fact, I could maybe even get an assist if this guy dies now. Not bad. The Caitlyn still is very farmed and stuff, but in the end, they're not really getting any kills versus us, and Twisted Fate is only a gold card stun bot right now. He can't even, like, side lane versus me very easily at all. Whenever we go side lane, all I have to do is just land one single ability onto him, and even though he has Boots of Swiftness, I don't think that he can ever escape me. It's going to be way too challenging for him. And there's only one more dragon left for Soul, and the Soul is another one that slows, which makes my approach velocity even stronger. Oh crap, I wasn't trying to yoink it. Okay, cool, he still got it. I'll just grab that blue buff now. I wasn't trying to take it, because if I take it, then I get the gold from it, and I don't want to take my gold from my jungler. I do want to still shove this, because I don't feel like they should be able to contest this very easily, besides just trying to steal it. I'm on the way now. Echo is going to try to go over this wall, probably, to try to steal it. Yeah, you got it. I mean, it's difficult to stop Echo from stealing. That champion is absolutely ridiculous at being able to go over walls, then immediately escape using his R. Still okay, though. Okay, well, Jarvan was able to just kill that guy. Good job. I don't know if this is warded or not, but sometimes you can, like, catch people from here. Ooh, that was a attempt for sure. Nice try. Got hit by his cards. Not that it really does any damage, though. This Braum is for some reason just letting me hit him with everything, which is kind of screwing him up. This is the case of where the slow effect is too powerful. So even though he flashed away, because I have approach velocity and it's just constantly triggering itself from the slow, that little bit of movement speed I'm getting is just so insane. And then he can't run away after he gets comboed one time. It's just too strong. I guess I'll just walk this way. I'll just base here. We can just go for the Baron. It will be our last thing that we really need, and then we're just good to go. Hopefully I can get my Liandry's purchased, and I also hope that the enemy team goes for like a team fight where they're all here, because Brand is most fun when the enemy team is stacking, since that's when the big passive detonations go off, and you just see everybody just explode, and all of the effects of your damage numbers are kind of insane on the screen. Damn. Wow. This is another case of maybe the slow being good enough, but we'll see. I have to ulti here, otherwise I just die, but I think I die before then, because Braum passive is a bit too much. Sad news for them, though, is that killing me doesn't really matter too much for us, because I've already done my job, which is just deal damage before I die for a 2-for-1. Of course, the game state is a lot more... My whole entire team's kind of popping off, right? But we'll try to do a game 2 of it after this, because I know that this should be almost a guaranteed win. The chance of us losing this game is probably like 95-5. Like 5% chance. Even like, maybe even more than that. Maybe like 98-2. And the 2% is us disconnecting from the game. My team didn't wait for me to get Baron. That's not very Christmas-like, guys. I would have really enjoyed having the Baron as a gift. Could have waited for me to respawn, though. We just triple inhib them. The best way to ever end games is that you just do all of the stuff. If we, for some reason, got Elder... If you didn't know, Elder is like a ridiculous buff, right? It gives you that execute. Damage over time champions use Elder better than other champions because Elder is something that gets triggered from a damage over time effect, and you can effectively, because you have it, just do so much with it. I just ulted that guy out of pure fear because it looks like they're going hard, but... Dude, I cannot even move. I got the spread off on a lot of them, though. I'm just going to Ghost here. I'm not dead yet, at least. Wow, the red buff got me in the end. I did get to spread everybody. I'm honestly kind of excited now that the game's not completely over because they found a good pick onto our team. There's no objectives for them to take. Their bot lane's being taken. I honestly just died to, like, random hits from a bunch of different people. I did 3,000 damage that fight, which is okay. I think that something removed my, effects of my hits, which was kind of a problem. We are level 16. The goal inside of our team fights is literally just play super far away and just throw everything and hope that the spread from my ultimate doesn't get stopped by Yasuo, Windwall, and Braum E. You should be thinking about that. Oh, man, they honestly have a really annoying team comp. If you didn't know, Echo ultimate, if my ultimate is traveling towards him and he ulties, it causes... what I guess, I don't know what other content creators call it, but I call it gets fizzled out. So basically, it will travel to him, but if he's ulting, he's technically not a character because he's, like, in something, and it just completely will vanish and just disappear, which sucks bad, obviously. Like everybody's dead here. They tried fighting. I did wait for the wind wall there. Oh, right. We never... Why did I think that Elder was spawning? Because for some reason we didn't get the 2 dragons stolen from us. If this would be Elder, if we got those 2 previous dragons... we could probably end here, right? I believe. Oh, stepped on a trap. It's okay, though. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and all of that. I do think we can end, although 10 seconds. Okay, maybe not immediately. We'll see. There's only 1 turret available. Everybody's just going to focus it hard, right? We'll just damage this Braum, do a little bit of damage to him. And yeah, so I'll try to do a game 2 of it, and then we'll do the arena, and just prove that this Rylais brand is better than also just your teammates also popping off really hard. I mean, I feel like I popped off hard too. Damage dealt was not the highest because Misfortune literally decimated, but we got second highest. Usually Brand is one of the highest damage characters in the whole entire game. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next game. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to game number 2 of the brand. We are versus a Briar this time, and they have a lot of pretty low range characters besides probably the, What do you normally start with on Briar? I normally do E, but I'm curious what she has. So we're versus a Briar mid. They have a lot of melee characters, which means Rylais kiting is going to become even more beneficial, although there are some characters this game that are, like, not actually melee. Like, for instance... Gangplank is kind of, like, not a true melee character. He has a bunch of ranged moves, and he does his barrels and stuff. That is pretty effective. Goodness, that hurts bad, dude. Oh, wow. You even got 2 before me? You know, I've never tried W Star Briar, but it doesn't seem that bad, because you can actually run really, really far, huh? Dang, my potion doesn't save me. A 1-for-1 with my wave state in this position, it's definitely not probably worth it, but I mean, it is what it is. I can't really change the outcome of that. It's a different way of play Briar mid for sure. Just go for like all-in play super early on. If it works, it works, and if it doesn't, then you probably unfortunately like really set yourself behind. But hey, it worked for her. I never really am too concerned about like Bran falling behind because you just need to reach your spikes and you'll always be useful. You can make crazy comebacks even if you have terrible KDA because the only thing that's important is just getting 3 items. As soon as you have 3 items, you're kind of ridiculously broken in team fights. So, yeah. We got decent damage onto her. Because I have no sums, I don't really want to step up because I'm scared that Xin Zhao is going to gank me since I'm just very, very vulnerable when I get caught. We see that Xin Zhao's topside. I guess I never pinged that she has no sums as well, so I'll just do that for the team. We'll just spread my E onto her to damage her a little bit. She'll hit me very, very hard, which I can't really control very well. Kiana probably needed to be mid earlier, but she can kill me with like one more combo, but the good news is that, honestly, I think I can just reset off this unless you're just gonna like completely dip on me again. I just stunned her, so she can't hit me with the bite. Yeah, good. So the thing is that Briar is a very one-dimensional character, and I had a feeling that as soon as my teammate left, she would jump on me, but I do have a stun ready. So as long as I just stun her before she gets on top of me, we'll be in a really good spot to, like, survive that. And now I can buy boots, plus get closer to our Rylais. Rylais will be pretty nice against Briar, because I think that it might just slow her enough where after she stuns me and I stun her and I start running away, I don't know if she could ever catch up. Briar, when she goes berserk, gets bonus movement speed and attack speed, which is supposed to help her like stay on top of people, but I might be able to slow her down enough that she actually can't do that, which is pretty nice. This wave state is okay. We'll just make it so it spreads on everything here. I'll try to get the rose, but my auto attack got canceled one time. We'll just spread it again, deal a little bit of damage, see if she'll berserk on me, and if she doesn't, it's chill. Try to keep the wave still in a really good spot where I can just continue punishing her. Because the minions also were, like, dying, thankfully they were dying while they were burning, which makes it even better. Doesn't land, but that's okay. We'll just wait for our next CD. We don't want to be fighting her when we don't have it, really. My QCD is kind of short, though. And the wave is finally going to go back towards her, but she can't freeze it forever. I'll try to prevent her from doing it. Just hit her with everything here. She should probably die here, but I could be wrong. Xin Zhao ulties me. I popped my ultimate onto him, and it just completely vanished. I was hoping that my ultimate would bounce to get some minions, but in the end, it was a 1-for-1 again, and in my opinion, it's for me to be able to still kill her while also feeling like I'm getting more of a benefit because Xin Zhao was the only reason why I died there, I think is okay. Because now Xin Zhao has no flash and he's fighting Kiana, but if you have no flash, don't you just die here? Because you kind of just used it. Why is Kiana holding on to her ultimate, though? Jeez, that was kind of scary. Did she just DC? Oh my gosh. Doesn't seem like we can really do much here to help out this Nico and Lux. We'll just hit her with my E to spread some damage to her. Oh, Nico stole the kill. Got it. That's why you're upset. That's why you stopped moving. You're not gonna jump on me? I'm holding my stun every single time just so when she does jump on me, we can punish her hard. Got a good spread off again. I have my ultimate up. We have good control. I just want to hit the turret a couple times. Zinzao is going to gank me. Okay, she just flashed. So now she has no flash. I don't know what that was about, but I guess she just didn't want to get stunned that badly. So now she just doesn't have that. I'll just be patient and just wait. I mean, if she wants to jump on me again, she can. I just need to wait for my other abilities to be up so I can always stun still. Just having Q isn't enough. I need to have other abilities too. She's down so much farm. Miss my stun, back away every single time. Never ever try to overcommit. She got to heal herself a ton. I got to damage her back though, so now she's like 1 HP. Is this not a kill? Is this actually grief for Kiana to go for? She has no flash, but... He's dead. I did use all of my mana though, so now I just have to base no matter what, sadly. If I had enough mana to even just press R, I think I could kill this Briar, but since I just don't have any availability for that, then there's nothing I could really do. Thankfully, it looks like she's not even wanting to shove out mid, though, because she's probably scared that she thought that I was, like, able to maybe help, which is always nice. That is here Briar ultimate? Or did I not? Am I hearing things? Was I looking at somebody else's lane and heard something else? Briar's ultimate is a global, so... Now that we have Rylais, we can slow her down very easily. Just kill these with auto attacks. If I landed my W there, I was maybe going to ult here, because I'm starting to dish out so much damage that they can barely even play. Also, Kiana unfortunately just went top and got herself killed in a gank opportunity. So she just kind of wasted her time and still died. Why is Briar going bot lane? She should die here. I'm just going to continue slowing her down, but... Oh, wow. You're actually not dead. Took a little bit of time, but, I mean, there's no rush. I just don't let her ever jump on top of me. I just keep her slowed. The Zinzao might try to fight me here. No, he does not. All those minions will die. I don't know if I could get that last one, so I just used my E. We're up a huge amount of farm, but, I mean, that's pretty common inside a matchup like this. This is, like, not easy for Briar to ever fight, especially with the type of build that I have, too. So I'm just going to base here. Briar definitely ulti top. It did land, but it landed on Aatrox, so Kiana won't immediately die at least. Yeah, and Briar died too. Dang. The enemy team is, like, pretty screwed now. They just say that they're just gonna FF. Okay. Yeah, so what I did in River is exactly what I was kind of talking about, where it's just like, if you land your ability with Rylais, most champions, if they don't have a good dash move over walls and stuff, can't really ever escape you being able to consistently just wait for your next rotation and just chase them down the whole time. It's so powerful. It's really bonkers how you can just, like, keep people locked down for, like, the whole entire fight. There's a bot lane fight going on. I wonder if I should just rotate to it. They are kind of far up. I might walk into Xin Zhao, though. Wow, he flashed. I'm surprised. That guy will die. Now we just have to hit this guy. Just a case of the... Once you get hit by one single thing, you're just completely screwed because you just can't move anymore. I'm going to try to get this plant here. Xin Zhao might jump on me, but honestly, I don't think he would kill me if he suddenly showed up. Because he's not that strong. Plus, I do have Kiana in the area too, so if he did, it probably would be punished by her. We see Xin Zhao. Briar went top to roam because honestly that's probably the only thing that she can do, and it doesn't even seem like she can probably kill that guy either. She's so under-leveled. She's level 8 to my level 10, and even Aatrox is even more over-leveled than that. He's level 11 right now. So, it looks like this game's gonna be a pretty simple one, but, I mean, Bran does kind of have good opportunities to crush lane. Even if you're versus mages, it's not that bad. Because you just kind of play for W and E then, instead of your stun. So we'll just clear this out. I almost have my item fully completed, so I'm just wanting to stay until I have it completed. There's also a blue buff up, and I kind of want that too. We'll just to grab all of this. I still don't have my item just yet, so I'm not going to leave just yet. Aatrox might get hit by this and actually die and give her a decent shutdown. Wow, he doesn't die. Too much healing. Well, I guess this game is just completely done. Rylais' brand is too broken. Not her getting hit while she's a minion. Yeah, they just FF'd. So anyways, thanks for watching. Sorry that the game 2 was kind of stompy just like game 1, but I mean, this is just a good pick in general. Brand in general is just good. Like, Brand is a pretty underrated mid laner. I feel like he's easy to play, does crazy damage, and I mean, there's really no reason why he shouldn't probably be a little bit more popular than he is. Anyways, stay tuned if you want to see Arena. Peace out, bye. Hey everybody, welcome to the Brandon Arena. Starting off with silver augments, and we got Contract Killer, which is like one of the best, so we'll just take that. Contract Killer just makes it so we deal bonus damage to one person, and also we get bonus money each time that person dies. And the damage, the bonus damage means me and my teammate, and we both get the bonus money, which is kind of unfair because it just helps out a lot with just getting like free anvils for both of you. I don't even know why the money effect is even part of the thing, because it feels like it's just not balanced, but is considered one of the best silver augments because it's also just like good on everybody, because usually you play for damage in the first place. Usually. I guess we just... Oh. Nice, I got 3-hit passive on that guy. That's huge. Stunned her. I'm just going to go for the other plant down here. She might try to leave, but ultimately if she tries to leave like that, that's okay. I'm trying to save my abilities before I have my other ones up, so then I can try to land all 3 of them to proc more passives. She dies. Contract Killer pays out. I did not land my ability, but that's okay. We'll get 2 of these. I should land on him. You didn't take all 3 of them? Why? Cassio is just AFK, so it looks like we're just going to win regardless. My teammate pinged off because he was trying to make sure that no matter what, he would be able to fully stack his curse, but he's fully stacked it now. I didn't realize that he didn't have it stacked earlier. He can stack up to 50 curse power a round, and he did it. Oh, maybe he's just explaining. You know what? Both of these are good. Rel is... You get more prismatics because they're cheaper, so then you can buy prismatics instead of buying regular items because these will be cheaper. But the Draven one is hot streaking, and anvils are usually better. And not only that, but I feel like we can probably win most of these rounds. So we have a good shot at hot streaking, which is this 3 wins in a row. 3 wins in a row gives you an anvil. That's one of the Draven things. So I'm hoping that we just play for 3 wins. Hot steak. She has Ghost Crawlers. This guy is Executioner. She has Warm-Up Routine, which increases her damage by up to 24%. It's actually very, very powerful if she gets to do it, but she has to stand still while it's triggering, which means that we want to try to initiate immediately if possible. I'll just grab one of these down here. I can't grab more. I stunned him, 3-hit passive. This is going to be a difficult round to win. I feel like this Silas might be able to, I didn't get hit by that. That's huge. That didn't hit me. That didn't hit her, though. The Silas is only going for me right now. I didn't hit her again, which is bad, dude. Oh, I didn't land it again. It's over. I made too many mistakes. We deserve to be killed here. Just kill us. I don't have any abilities up, so I'm just running around in circles in hopes of being able to kill one person. But no hot streak for us, which is unfortunate, but honestly, that was a pretty difficult round to win. I'm going to take Talisman because I like gambling, and it's recently giving it to me more frequently than it's supposed to. This is honestly already giving decent stats, but I'll roll just because I want it to be a little bit higher AP at least. So Talisman is just a random assortment of stats. The things that I want to be looking for are mainly things that give super high AP or super high magic pen, percentage pen, movement speed, mana, base mana regen. All those things are good because there's items that you can buy like Archangels or Dawn Core to increase your stats. You wasted your rerolls and you got no tank item. That's okay. I mean, at least you have something that still benefits from having high HP, right? Whoa. That will spread on both of them and deal decent damage. Is this guy allowed to play like this? He literally just flashed on me. What? I guess so, dang. I mean, he just did like crazy damage right in front of us, but I guess there's no way for Cho'Gath to really help just yet because he doesn't really have much CDR, so his CDs are like super, super long, huh? Tragic. You should just be somebody soon, dude. You have to. Nice. Oh, this person dies too. Nice. And then I'm just going to reroll at the very last part. And look at that. Okay, so I don't know if I should just sit on this, but I got 210 AP. That's a pretty significant amount of AP. Brand does have like a decent AP ratio on his W. You can get higher than 210, of course, too, as well. You don't have to technically hold on to this. I do enjoy Rylais versus melee characters even inside this game mode, so maybe I'll just go for that. Usually better than higher AP would be getting stuff that gives you, like, Magic Pen. But for now, I'll just hold my Talisman. I'm not really sure if I want to reroll or not. I've had really bad experiences of Talisman where higher roll is supposed to give you better stats, but it doesn't. My teammate's actually just getting one shot by this guy. Just trying to Rylais slow him in hopes of being able to just kite him out. Should be able to win. Wow, he actually has his ultimate again. Surprising. I just rerolled twice. I don't even know what I got, but I didn't really care about looking. I just want to make it so it's a little bit stronger, even though we're giving up the 210 AP. Dang, it really gave us more, not too exciting stuff. Erosion is crazy, so I'm going to take that. We'll just roll again, see if we get something a little bit better. 21% Magic Pen, which is not really the best. This is 73 AP and about 200% base mana regen, which is pretty bad, usually, but you can buy Dawn Core, because Dawn Core gives you 10 AP and heal and shield power depending on how much you get. So technically, this item would now give me about 200 bonus AP, plus it has AP on top of that, so that would be a more effective one than the first one that I had, which is why I kind of re-rolled in the first place. This guy's just screwed. He can't leave. He's just gonna get eaten. Oh, wow, he actually escaped that. Darn. But he is slowed by Rylais still. Dang, this guy is so tanky. Oh, because he's full tank. I wonder. Wow. We actually are not really winning this round very easily. I thought that it would be super free after what happened, but I guess not. Because I don't even have a way to res you, bro. Tank Aurelian Soul is, in fact, extremely busted in Arena, if you didn't know. It is kind of not fair, but I do think that it should have been a bit easier than what happened. I'm surprised that Cho'Gath died so fast. Oh, well. The reason why Erosion is good is because it shreds armor magic resist up to 20 stacks, but the thing is that I have a burn effect, so it stacks very quickly, which is, of course, insane. Now, do I want to do this and get a ridiculous amount of AP, or do I want to roll? I guess I'll hold on to the AP. You know what? Actually, I want to get burn effect. Screw it. I'll roll. I'll do it. Maybe that was, like, bad to do, but I'll buy a Landry's instead. Ah, this is giving me about 2,000-ish mana. It also gives me critical strike damage, which would be crazy if I had Jewel Gauntlet, but I don't. It did bounce between two of them. That didn't hit her. Surprising. She'll die here. But my teammate is dying very quickly too. I'm trying to CC this person so we can keep them locked down. It's just kind of challenging to do. Nice kill. We get a little bit of bonus money again. Contract Killer did good damage. Magic Pen, movement speed. I'll take the Magic Pen for now. So this is giving, like, as you can see, not as much base mana regen. And it doesn't give any AP, so that's not good. And this one gives me a ridiculous amount of AD, but once again, just, like, AD is not good, so we'll just roll it again. The next time I get a good roll, I'm saving it for the rest of the game, because we're getting to the later stage of the game where next round isn't something I need to buy anything yet. Also, the reason why I'm not spending my money is because I'm trying to save up to get another Prismatic, because there's a lot of good Prismatics for Brand. Rune Carver stacks very quickly, and that's the one that, like, continuously gets stronger. Detonation Orb is super strong. Pyromancer's Cloak is something that affects your damage based off of how many burn effects you have, and you count as having a burn effect on your passive. That counts. Darn, it didn't bounce between them, which is tragic, but it is what it is. Damn, I just crit the freaking thing for so much. I have not landed, like, anything on this Annie, dude. No, you actually are going to survive just because of that? I think that my teammate loses. I don't think he can win this. Oh, wait, I take it back. His auto attack range is longer than I expected. He might be able to res me. You have to stay in my res, bro. Nice. We barely were able to scrape by and win. My bad on that fight. I feel like we could have definitely carried it, and I made too many mistakes. Talon is just contract killer for everybody, so we'll have 2 contract killers, technically, which just means more money. This is giving us 54 Magic Pen, which is okay. Okay, so this is giving me 76 ability haste and 82 movement speed. I think I'm just gonna stick with this one because it's just a lot of AP still. Probably the best thing to get. After casting your ultimate, mark all enemies for death, which just is like bonus true damage at the end. Very, very powerful. We'll take that. I'll finally build my Dawn Core, which means that I am not going to be able to build my Prismatic next round, which sucks. So I might save my money again in hopes of still being able to purchase a Prismatic, because one of the best things that I could get now would be a Pyromancer's Cloak, because Pyromancer's Cloak makes blazes that heal you, and besides Dawn Core giving me 240 AP, it also gives me heal and shield power, so I have 88% heal and shield power, but I don't have any healing or shielding, is the thing. I probably just have to run away, but I'm probably going to die before then, because I don't really have a way to run as soon as they jump on top of me. Cho'Gath can never defend what I can kind of dish out, because in the end, I just don't really got much to work with when they're on top of me like that. Ooh, nice. I was able to hit the Trinimir with my Q as well. I got off full burst damage before I died. Not bad. We're at 65 HP. Flat Magic Pen, like maximum amount, we'll take that. And now, I am in a awkward position. Oh, okay, we don't fight this next round. Dude, I want to roll so bad. I'm gonna move this. I'm addicted to rolling. Because I feel like if I could trade this, I would trade it for just an insane amount of Magic Pen. Magic Pen always feels good to get. Then you don't have to build any pen items. Because if it just rolled like 100 flat pen, that's crazy strong. You'll basically be dealing true damage with the Void Staff to every single person, and then the people that don't have magic resist, you already deal true damage to them. So it'd be really nuts. This brand does have Rite of Ruin. I mean, I guess I could go Rite of Ruin too. Rite of Ruin does give you a shield based off of your crit chance, but the problem with Rite of Ruin is it doesn't really give you much AP, and honestly, because I have such high AP, it would be kind of cool to get like a death cap to increase it even further, I guess. Omnivamp, I believe, includes healing and shielding, so this will just make it so I am healing for even more. Sadly, because we didn't fight anybody, we couldn't generate any money from Contract Killer, which is sucky, because now, as you can see, like, I can't afford my freaking Prismatic that I would have been able to afford this round if we won last round. Quite sad. They have Puppeteer on Twitch. That is a broken thing for him. We're not broken, but it's something to be aware of, because how it's gonna work is that this guy already has 7. Bro, wait. He has calculated Omnisoul and Dragonheart, so he's gonna have Elder soon. In fact, he got Elder last round, so he does have Elder. That's scary. If we win, we kick them out, though. Holy crap, dude. That guy really wanted to kill me. I don't even know where the Twitch is at this point. Pretty terrifying to fight this team. Nice. I hit him with the stun, so we got to burst him. He's probably dead. Well played, dude. We barely won that, too. Sure, I'll fist bump you, bro. Oh, I accidentally pressed I instead of you. This is a burn effect, but I don't have that item. And can I buy the item now? No, I can't. I have to decide. Bummer. Crit chance. Whoa, wait a second. Nah, I don't really want that. Why am I rolling now? I should have taken Electrocute and I just saved my rerolls to try to find a better item. What am I doing? I'll take Decapitator. We even had a buy round too. Even sadder. Why did I spend all of that resources to do this? Decapitator is that your ultimate is going to deal more. I don't think that my build path is honestly that good. Looking at my build, it seems kind of bad. It does stack up to a certain point where my ultimate will hit very, very, very hard. Oh, yeah, that's which thing I wanted. Yeah, Banner Command. We are in first place still. I could try to save my money to buy more Prismatics. So I'll just, like, buy one single Anvil and just save, so I sell my boots next round and look for another Prismatic, because the thing that I ultimately want is still just something healing related. In fact, I should have probably... I would have been down to maybe build Radiant Virtue. You know, this does increase your maximum HP, and it does give you a heal, and it would have healed me for a huge amount when I press it. So I wonder if it would have been okay to get. Whoa. That was very aggressive by you. Jeez, that actually hurt really, really bad. You have a burn effect that is more powerful than mine to the point that I just die. Holy crap. I guess Tormentor is what it was, because I just got completely shredded by that. He has multiple things that are percent burn effects, and I don't really have anything. Sell my boots. Buy a prismatic. Didn't get what I wanted, sadly. We're versus a pretty tanky team comp, and this could be a loss only because I just don't really have... Why did I not take the other item? The Sanguine was something that was healing and shielding, wasn't it? So that would have been something that could have benefited from my insane healing and shielding power to make it so I was healing way more frequently. I should have went for that. I normally never go that too. Bummer. I don't know if we can win this because I don't have any pen. It might be a bit of a struggle. What? His autocast actually has no cooldown, does it? Jeez, no wonder I died. I don't think that my teammate can live here. I'm worried that the, oh, no, actually, maybe you have enough CC? Ah, it's still over. GG. Anyways, that's the end of it. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. I tried to make this work. It didn't really work too well, but why does it say second place? I got like third. Peace out. Have a great day.